Hi everyone, this is Amy Butcher from Your Remarkable Nonprofit and amybutchercontent.com. And I'm just going to do a little over-the-shoulder tutorial on how to create some web content, particularly for a food security nonprofit, just to give you some tips and tricks on how to quickly improve some of this content on your page, especially if you're struggling with it. So what I've done is put together, this is a fictitious nonprofit, but what I see that people forget sometimes when they're putting together their web content is to make a kind of brief about what it is you want to accomplish with this page, what information you would like to get across, and who your target donor is. You really want to aim at one person in particular, even if it's, you have many constituencies and you have many people. You have to have a solid idea in your mind, especially for your donation page, who your donor is. Are you targeting boomer age people? Are they maybe a bit younger? Are they more active? Do they have a big connection to you? What do they like to do? What are their values? And that is going to help you. Just having this all together is really going to channel and focus your web copy. Now, the first thing I wanted to mention was your about page. Now, this nonprofit I made up is called Big Family Health. And I see on so many nonprofit pages that there's sort of a stock photo and it doesn't really tell the story of how people came about. What I did on this page instead is that I sort of storyfied everything. Like, it's painting a picture, not really just about your history. Oh, we were established in 1875 and have been around a long time. These days on your about page, you have to use details that take people into the setting, that draw people into your history and why it's important. Now here at the stock photo, you have why it's important. There are two people who illustrate your content and your cause. It's not just stock photography. And just to quickly go through this, I mean, it's just very simple. It just gives really personable details from the executive director. And this reflects the very casual nature of the web. And I know a lot of you nonprofits really shy away from this. You don't like really being casual, but that's sort of what the web is. So I really would like you to especially take that tip into account, that you're trying to welcome people in a very personal way, like you're sort of sitting down with them and having a coffee. Now at the end here, you can see that there's no dead end. Even on your about page, you want people to click and go somewhere else. All right, so those are just the quick tips for your about page. I also have some tips for your donation page. So let's say for this nonprofit called Big Family Health, obviously it's also geared mostly towards seniors, but it's something you really want to keep real. You want it doesn't have to be a professional photo, but you do need some graphics that really show your mission at work, and it should be from your nonprofit. And looking here on the page, what is it that connects you to your donor? And a big trick that I use is that you have to right away focus on the donor, involve the donor right from the beginning. The temptation is always, well, this is what we do. But that doesn't necessarily connect the dots for the person looking at this. Now, tapping into all of this emotion at their anger, maybe they're at injustice, or maybe some other emotions that resonate more with your nonprofit is also something that is missing a lot. A lot of people tend to put facts about why they should donate without tapping into the emotional resonance. So you can also try on a donation page, it depends, to have a longer story, and you can test the response. Having very specific details of one person's life, there's a lot of research showing that this has a very good response on donation pages or donations in general. It will depend on how much your donor knows you, what information they received before getting to this donation page, how you're using it. But I just included it in the example because it can really boost some responses when people get a snapshot of what it is you actually do. And it's not just some sort of abstract cause that is sort of just out there in the ether. This involves real people and real people's lives. And you could also look at offering other concrete things just besides the donation. You could do this maybe just in a letter. You don't always have to do this on your donation page, which can sometimes be short and sweet. But you just have to make all of the information hit all the buttons. This is the emotion, these are the facts, this is why you should donate, and this is what's in it for you. Now, the thank you page, you have to remember to send a thank you email. I can't remember how many nonprofits I've donated to who barely even send a thank you. once they have the donation page, then you're going to send this thank you that is immediate. Again, sticking with the person, with the nonprofit's personable mission. You're just trying to say, I know you're busy, I don't want to take up your time. Just reminding you about why you donated and reinforcing the story and giving these personal touches and giving another call to action. Join us on our Facebook page. You always try in anything on the web is to entice people, motivate them to take more action. So those are my quick tutorials. You can also just contact me at amybcontent@gmail.com if you want a free review of your website. And thank you for joining me.